Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigvald here and welcome back to another video. So over here we're against the tier 5 sub-bosses from the secondary account, which means no beta club and yet no Baton Laughs or Deathstroke sadly, so we're going to have a little bit of a rough experience here, and this might not be relatable to a lot of people because at the very least you might have Baton Laughs or Deathstroke at this point, maybe some of you, maybe a lot of you, but for me the tier 5 sub-bosses of Advent of Chaos are kind of the most annoying tier 5 sub-bosses in the game, because they're just inconvenient to play against. Though if I think about it, the Dawn Apocalypse sub-bosses are not too far off from that regard, but every single soul raid usually has, let's say in every single tier, a certain amount of bosses that are hard or annoying to fight, and they have at the very least one boss that is accessible to pretty much drop all your teams against, that do nothing against the other bosses. I feel like this tier 5, for some reason, that doesn't really have that, because we get the following things here. We get Enchantress, who disables the Special 1 and Special 2, and that wouldn't be a big deal, but she also does a very high amount of damage, and is going to kill your characters, and it's not easily combo interruptible. You can't do it after one hit. I mean, maybe you can, I can't personally. You can do it after 2 hits, but that's also kind of hard to pull off. We have boss Dr. Fate, who deals a decent amount of dot damage actually, and might be a problem in that regard to some teams, and his AI is not the most friendly one to fight. And we get boss Shazam, who you need to care about reducing his defense, and who disables your healing. And of course we have boss Black Adam, who's going to be maybe the highest, I think literally the highest damage dealing boss in the entire game. So yeah, none of those bosses by themselves are really something that hard. I mean, if you don't play properly yet, you might struggle specifically against boss Black Adam, because he'll just kill you before you can do any damage. But let's just assume you know how to play it safely enough to not struggle with that. But once you get past that, none of them are really convenient to fight. Like, none of them are too hard to the point where you're gonna be like, oh no, I'm stuck here. But it's just a chore to fight them. It just feels to an extent unrewarding because of how annoying the fights are. So first up, we're here against Dr. Fate with Calico vs Superman. We're going to be spamming third specials. We have Brainiac and Red Hood. We have reduced his defense. Actually, no, I'm tripping. It's the wrong fight. We have not reduced his defense. We don't need to do that. He's not boss Shazam, and we're pretty much doing best we can. We can't combo interrupt him, and we're going to just back off into third special. We have third level Dark Metal Carson Collector, and level 4 and level 2 the free artifact in the chakra artifact for the passive stats. And yeah, it's not going to be the best thing in the world, but we're going to deal some damage. And right now, actually looking at things, I did not put that fight in here because it would have been a little bit repetitive, because there would be 2 collector fights. I actually tagged out there to not die, but we fought against Shazam, and I was like, oh no, I forgot to reduce his defense, so we're not dealing damage. But it seems like we're not really dealing that much damage against Dr. Fate either. Though I think against Shazam it was slightly lower. Maybe I was not careful at the combo. But yeah, Dr. Fate struggling to survive against him. Our third special in there, and this is one of the tankier teams at that. So yeah, that's as far as this team goes. It went well for this one. 74 mil. Now, Dr. Fate, we're going to first use the usual Silver Banshee team with Reverse Flash and Power Girl. So with this team, you are going to use this a lot in League Raids, obviously. This is a go-to for the Dr. Fate League Raid boss. And in this one, I at first tried to play it a little bit differently. And then I'm going to try and switch to the League Raid optimal gameplay. But here we're going to go into a Jump Attack Special 1. You can't really do that in League Raids, because you're going to not be able to do the jump into a special 1, because he's going to do a special without requiring himself to do any basics before. But here it's not a problem. We can do that. We can definitely do that. Reverse Flash can tag him from a block and then has the time to back off after a combo, which is great. And a block, Reverse Flash in there, try to swipe down and see if I can do the continuation of the combo, because in League Raids, while you can't tag him from a block against him, you can swipe down into continuing your combo. But here it doesn't work. I've noticed that it's not applicable to any of the Dr. Fates in any soul raids, only with the League Raid one. We had Power Girl tank there, third bench in there, third special. Gonna jump over that, special 1. Gonna block here a bit. I'm trying to push him back to the corner. Third special. Block there. Special 1. Reverse slash back in there. Doing some combo. And here, yeah, I backed off in time actually. At some point I'm not gonna back off in time after that type of tag and I'm gonna get hit pretty hard on reverse flash. Yeah, there he used the special 2. And this is what really damages me, his second special. And even though I have a lot of dodge resistance on reverse flash, actually take that with a grain of salt, is the secondary on reverse flash, so most likely he doesn't have any. But yeah, look, the idea is that we got heavily damaged by that, and we're going to struggle a bit. We do have the chakra passive, and maybe I should have done a third special with reverse flash to heal him to full HP. Like, I definitely did have that option there. Again, gets hit with a special 2, takes a big chunk of damage. Gonna back off a bit, special 1. Reverse slash back in there. And boy, he would have died there if I didn't back off. Like, honestly, I didn't even really know that if you block the Dr. Fate 3rd special, you can back off midway. I just did it out of panic and it worked. Now I have that knowledge for future fights. Reverse slash back in with 0 health. Gonna re-engage the combo there. Third Banshee pushing him back to the corner. Another third special. Back off a bit, special 1. So I guess those fights might be a little bit more entertaining to watch because it's not the usual have a certain pattern of gameplay with the only variation if I do succeed or not succeed to execute it properly. So I guess for you who watch this might be a bit more entertaining than the usual fights, let me know. But yeah, we have to be very careful with those fights. So yeah, Dr. Fate took a little bit of damage here as well. 75 mil, not too bad. Now with the Just Slick team, this is not gonna be a good time. This is just not gonna be a good time. And that third, that ranged attack, it does 3 hits. I think there's only 2 characters in the game that launch 3 projectiles when doing that. Might be also Deadshot, but the ones that I know of are Dr. Fate and I think Batman characters. Also, I got pretty badly hit there. I tried to do the infinite combo in the corner. Like, nowadays, the Flash infinite combo in the corner, you basically do it the same way as you do the Grodd infinite combo. You do 3 hits, back off into a block, into a swipe, 3 hits, and keep repeating that. And nowadays, it seems to kind of work against some specific characters, but against others, it doesn't work. So it didn't work here. So yeah, we got that information. Now we're going to proceed accordingly. We have noticed in the previous fight that I can do the swipe down into continuing the combo, so we're just not gonna do that. Oh boy, hitting me with that special 2. Oh no, that special 1. It always has more range than you expect. For some reason, I think the special 1 of Dr. Fate has far less range than it has. It's okay, we have Aquaman, so we revived Flash, but now we're not gonna be able to do too much with Flash. We need to be extra careful. And also block the special 1, which did some dot damage to us. So not great. Aquaman back in there. Gonna back off. Block that, re-engage the combo. Aquaman is a little bit more tanky than the others. And I yet didn't build him, he just came out of the box that way with the gear drops from stories that I got for him. Cyborg gets hit pretty badly there. Going to re-engage the combo there. Again, maybe I should have healed here with Cyborg because I had the chakra passive proc, so there was definitely the option. But yeah, we healed here, so there you go, we're at full health now. Flashback in there, sadly didn't have enough energy to finish into a special. Special 2 in there again. I'm going to cycle it this way because it's going to be a little bit more safe in terms of him not having enough energy for his specials. And I think we can pretty reliably do this and have maybe enough power for Flash 3rd special because we're in the last minute. Flashback in there, yeah, no, I lied. We are not into a special pre-marked yet, but yeah, we did eventually. Cyborg gets killed there. Flash barely gets out of the way. Aquaman in there, going to build some combo. There we go, guys. Flash is no longer dealing damage on basic attack hits, and now he's a tagging special damage dealer. Even though, nah, I was gonna say even though he does more with the basic attack hits that lead up to the special, but nah, those critted. That was a 2 mil, not gonna complain about that one too much. Our 3rd special, another 2 mil, gonna back off. Can't risk attacking from a block because if we get hits, even if we block, it's not gonna be a great time. I did there use a special 1 with Aquaman to extend our tagging duration so I can tag in from a block with Flash and he blocked there. Maybe I did not press it soon enough, but yeah, that's the Just League experience here. Here we have Raven, Sir Banshee. Why am I using this team here? Well, I use League of Anarchy separately, and I used the Kinfly and Sakome with Nora Snow Globe against something else, and I didn't really feel like I should use the Raven plus Batman Ninja team against the boss Black Adam. I just didn't feel comfortable doing that, so we're just not gonna do that. So we're going to see how far we can take this fight. Over here I just got panicked a bit because he was not getting his specials disabled, but then I realized I did not apply Torment. But yeah, now we applied it with a few basic attack hits. You either do a second special or a super room for a special one into a few basic attack hits to apply it. Torment is the debuff that allows the specials to be disabled. Third special in there again, and oh, 16 mil. Not too bad. Porger is going to tank that. The super room didn't do too much damage there. Raven back in there, special one. Again, it's a gearless Raven, so we need to be extra careful with her not dying. Only 3-star Raven, so you can see, you can kind of tell where the benchmark for this team is, and you can tell that there's more potential than I'm able to offer it on this account. Raven back in there, special one. Sir Banshee back in there, third special. Gonna block into a jump attack, special one. And no, I'm not gonna use the Raven special 2, because it's going to ruin my flow of combo. If I do that, I'm going to disengage from a combo with him. Sir Banshee is not gonna have a reliable tag in, or not going to keep him in the core on the guaranteed crits area. It's just not gonna be a good time. And over here I did 2 third specials, or tag in with Sir Banshee, because I just had the energy to do so for some reason. And it was worth it. We did a decent amount of damage there. But it's not gonna be something we can do every single time. I'm just gonna do it when I see I have the energy. Not in the last minute, we can do it every single tag in. It's kind of a situation similar to Kinfly and Sakome, where you use him with whatever, with Dr. Fate, let's say, and once every 2 tag-ins, he's going to be able to have access to 2/3 special per tag-in if you do your combos correctly. Another special one in there, and then another third special for this second, because we just could afford it. Another special one. Raven in there. Reset Darkness. We're going to be a little bit risky on the Reset Darkness timer, but that's fine. As long as it resets, it doesn't matter how close it is. Another special one in there. Sir Banshee back in there. Third special. Jump attack, special one. Block into a jump attack, third special. Yeah, I think this was the most smooth fights out of all the fights I fought here. Raven back in there. Special one. And yeah, that's gonna be the last taken of Raven, Sir Banshee in there. Third special. Gonna jump into special one. And jump into a third special. There we go. Yeah, this went well. This fight really went well. But the damage is still not that high. 255 mil. I mean, that's fine, that's definitely fine, but for giving her Raven, it's not too great. Now we're going to speed up the process in terms of the Batman Ninja team fights. We're going to pretty much spam them against Boss Black Adam. I'm not going to use anything anymore here other than this team. As you may be aware, I did this damage with the League of Anarchy plus Raven. I don't have armor pierce on my Harley on this account yet, so I did heavily reduced damage because of his armor, and we also had some other issues. So yeah, that's the leftover damage from the League of Anarchy Raven, and the Batman team is going to go through the painstakingly process of fighting him 3 times in order to clean this one up, and it's going to be fine overall. I'm gonna have a good enough time comboing chopping him. Surprisingly good time until I get to the last minute, but for some reason after I get to the last minute I'm just not gonna be able to combo and chop him. Maybe I just got tired, maybe I just couldn't do it, maybe I messed it up once and got demoralized. But as soon as that last minute hits, we're just going to fail it constantly for some reason. But yeah, well, that being said, thanks so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, subscribe for more content like this, and let me know in the comments where exactly are you at in Advent of Chaos, and if you're having a good time or are some specific bosses troubling you. Also let me know in the comments if you want me to do any future specific videos, and I'll see if I can do them. That being said, yet again, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye!